So hi everyone, I'm excited to introduce you with a newcomer in the Sitefinity platform, which is called the Sitefinity Digital Experience Cloud. We'll start with some context of what this product is about and what are we trying to do here. So first of all, you all know, even if you're not dealing with marketing on a daily basis, that digital marketing is here to stay. As compared to the traditional marketing methods, currently the digital market is achieving a double-digit annual growth, and the revenue that companies are typically spending on digital marketing activities is much larger every other year. So the digital marketing typically offers more opportunities to the marketers. It offers more opportunities to measure, more opportunities to analyze data and optimize the activities. However, it seems that based on the surveys, 72% of the marketers still find it very challenging to meet their goals, even with the digital marketing pluses out there. Why is that? So in the current digital era, the customer is growing more and more demanding. The customers are engaging on a growing number of different channels. The customers want personal conversation. On the other hand, the marketer is in a tough situation here. Marketers are dealing with scattered data over different systems. Marketers do not have a good way out of the box to understand what the customers are experiencing when they are interacting with the company and personalize their experience. Here is a chart that shows you that even with those 5 types of different engagement channels, you have plenty of different interactions. So people are requesting demos, they're tweeting, they're engaged in marketing, in email campaigns, they're using the website, they're logging in the mobile application. All those things, and that's just an oversimplified example, are making it extremely challenging to engage the customer on all those channels and at the same time analyze what's happening on all those channels. On the other hand, the marketing department typical structure is also quite fragmented. As you can see, typically different people are dealing with sales, demand generation, social media, and so on. So there is no one single point that, or typically there is no one single point that really analyzes the entire journey of the customer and is able to draw conclusions for the entire journey from the first point of awareness of what the product is to the purchasing decision in the end. So that's where the Sitefinity Digital Experience Cloud comes into play. The Digital Experience Cloud helps you to understand and personalize the entire customer journey from all the channels, from all the systems. But why is it part of a Sitefinity platform? As Georgi already presented to you, Sitefinity CMS is already a very mature product with plenty of happy customers. We're introducing a completely new thing in the platform. We believe that the Digital Experience Cloud fulfills the role that the CMS naturally has to have a deep integration with. So the Digital Experience Cloud helps you to personalize and analyze the journey of the clients, but it does not help you to deliver the experience to the clients. While on the other hand, the Experience Delivery Platform, which is the Sitefinity CMS in this case, is the one that you would typically use to create the website, to create your mobile strategy, e-commerce, email marketing, and so on. So those two are working together in order to deliver and analyze the customer experience through different channels. Going deeper into what the Digital Experience Cloud is offering. So I've mentioned already several of the big challenges that the marketers are experiencing. One of them is that the data is typically stored in different systems. So there is now not a single point of truth that you can look and really believe that what you're seeing or the reports that you're seeing are the actual ones. If you look into different systems, typically you would get different numbers. So what we have in that area, and Georgi already mentioned, is in the next couple of months we want to deliver a real data integration in the Digital Experience Cloud, where you will be able to naturally out of the box integrate data from like 30 or 40 different systems, which makes it really easy to aggregate that data into one place, which is the Digital Experience Cloud, and then utilize that data in all the ways that you find useful. The next step, the challenge is to analyze the data. The Digital Experience Cloud is a big data system. That means that we don't care if we are dealing with megabytes or gigabytes or even terabytes of data. everything that is coming through the system, we are able to analyze. We are using dynamically predictive algorithms to analyze the data, and ultimately you are able to draw conclusions out of it. Then the next step would be to do something with those conclusions. What you can do is typically personalizing the experience, whether that is changing a website that changes the customer path to success in some way, or it's personalizing a page on the website, where you are serving different kind of content to different clients based on the insights you gained on the previous step. It's generally the personalization that we are targeting. And finally, when you are able to do something with those insights and have implemented the personalization, what is left is to measure. You need to know how that worked. Was that successful? Do you want to do something else? What is the new picture that is now the customer journey? So we are helping you in all those 4 areas. So here you have a map of the different features of the Digital Experience Cloud that are addressing those problems. I'll just not go into details, but have a quick overview of the features. So on the data integration, as we said also already, we have a customer journey database, currently Microsoft Azure Cloud, which is used with the data integration tools to get there all the data that you need for your marketing department. Then we have persona and lead scoring, and 360 degrees contact profiling that really integrates that data into the single contact view and allows you to have analytics over the contact level. We have, on a larger scale, predictive recommendations that are automatically segmenting your client base without you even setting anything up or configuring it before that. And finally, what we'll have very soon, as marked, is the customer journey visualizer, where you'll be able to actually see what is going on. You'll be able to see the paths to success, the paths to purchase. You'll be able to see the paths that are leading to churn rates or any other journey that your clients are doing on your website, on your mobile apps, and you are not even realizing it because you don't have the data in one place. On the personalized side, the Sitefinity personalization module that maybe some of you are already familiar with has been already enhanced with some features for the Digital Experience Cloud, allowing you to consume insights from the Digital Experience Cloud, including the persona and lead scoring and the predictive recommendations. In the future, we are planning to expand in that area a lot with further support of email marketing and other marketing automation activities. And finally, measuring. Our system is a database system, so it's natural that the measurements are quite different in different areas. You would have your conversion rates tracked, purchasing, downloads of trials, everything that a typical website wants to achieve. You have tracking of all your campaigns that you're running, and in the future, you'll have a very important feature, the marketing attribution and actual return on investment calculation for every digital asset that you have. Finally, looking a bit deeper into the marketing department and how it functions, that's again a very simplified model, but it draws you the big picture of how the marketing departments are currently utilizing tools. So on the first level, you have web analytics tools. Marketing departments are typically asking for how many visitors I have, how many contacts I have, unique page visits, and so on. I want to optimize like a landing page that has one download trial button, and I want to see how many people that land on that page typically click that button. That's a very largely adopted area. Here you have tools like Google Analytics or other web analytic tools. On the other hand, after you have that insight, typically you would like to automate the functions of the marketing department around those insights. So you would have deeper leads nurturing, you would have scoring models, and so on. And finally, when that is in place, the only question that remains unresolved is really how the customer journey functions as a whole. What can you do to optimize the path to success in order to increase your conversion rates that you're already measuring? And that's where the Sitefinity Digital Experience Cloud naturally fits. We're focused on the customer journey optimization, and we do have a certain number of marketing automation features that are needed for a typical marketing department to function properly. Now, before we get to the demos, I'm ready to take any questions that have arisen up to now about the nature of the product, what it is about. Okay? So I'll move to the demo so that you can see how the system really functions. Let's have a look at this Quantum website. So Quantum are a company that have a business that is both B2C and B2B. They are selling laptops, they are selling tablets, they have clients that are buying their own laptop, they have clients that are ordering 200 laptops for their company. Typically, however, they have found out that the enterprise deals are something they want to get deeper into. So they want to optimize the experience on their website so that the enterprise clients feel better and purchase more or have a higher probability of purchasing in the future when they see the content there. How the Digital Experience Cloud helps you to do that? That's the live web system of the Digital Experience Cloud. It has been there for starting from 23rd of September. It's in beta version now, going live in March next year. What you can see on the home screen is some daily analytics of what is going on, what data has been imported, how many clicks on the website, and so on. But what's the really exciting part is here. So you have the opportunity in the Digital Experience Cloud to define your marketing goals. And every marketing goal is just the target interaction that you need in order to convert your clients. It could be becoming a sales opportunity because the marketing department needs to generate more opportunities for the sales department. It could be actually purchasing. It could be download trials or anything that is, this list is completely configurable and depends on whatever data you import in the system. Apart from that, you need the objects that are for that execution. So for example, if I want to have more opportunities for the sales department, I have the capability of configuring exactly that as my goal. So for each of the goals, you have campaigns that are optimizing that goal conversion rate. Let's look at one of those campaigns. Here we have that the conversion rate for that segment that was automatically created for you was 0.67 before the campaign, and during the campaign it has become up to 2.46%. And you have a daily tracking here of how many people have actually executed the target action and how many of them have become opportunities afterwards. But then again, that's not the system where you execute the actions. That's the system that tracks the execution. What you would ultimately do in order to execute those actions is use Sitefinity and the Sitefinity personalization module in order to personalize the experience on the website, pushing that file, the 7 reasons to choose Quantum, to exactly those clients, not to all, but those that are interested in it. So what you'll do is create a segment, offer, or those that have seen the financial report. You would choose a campaign. Here you have all the campaigns in the Digital Experience Cloud automatically surfaced. Choosing the campaign, and that's it. You have a segment of all the people that have seen the financial report. Well, what you do as a next step is just go to the pages, choose the page that you want to serve this content. Let's say it's the home page. Click on Personalize. There you would already have the Seen Financial Report segment. That segment is dynamically filled from the Digital Experience Cloud. That's not a fixed list of clients. That's a list that is evolving all the time, and the Digital Experience Cloud dynamically serves here all the people that are relevant. And now I could just modify the contents of the page. I can put a banner here that offers the 7 reasons to choose Quantum. I can do whatever I like to push forward that resource that was recommended. I'll publish the personalized page, and from that point on, all the visitors on the website that are in this segment or that match this behavior have seen the financial report will be served my personalized page. Any questions on the predictive analytics part up to now? Anything that I could clarify for you? I'll be available afterwards for any Q&A. I'll continue with the next exciting feature of the Digital Experience Cloud already there, and that's the personas. So everything up to now was completely automated. So the marketer did not have any influence on what is going on there. the marketer just executes the recommended actions, finds the best way to do that, and measures the results. Now we have an approach that is closer to what the marketers are already doing. So typically when you have a website, you would know what kind of audiences you are targeting with that website. Quantum know that they have business users, CIOs, gamers, and developers. They are splitting their audience into those 4 basic categories. For each of those categories, the Digital Experience Cloud allows you to define scoring rules. Those are examples of those scoring rules, and for each of those rules, you would give points. So if a contact downloads the file managing the rising tide of mobile devices, the contact would get 15 points towards that persona, the CIO. Again, for the persona rules, you have the possibility of choosing any interaction that the system knows about. And that's not just the website, but any interaction at all that is stored in any of the systems that are integrated in the Digital Experience Cloud. Ultimately, when you have that in place and people are interacting with your website or different channels, you have the number of contacts that are already recognized as this persona. So I know when looking into the contact profile page, not only the data that was already submitted to the website and the data that was gathered into the CRM, but I also know that this guy is already recognized as the Chris Merrier, the CIO. And that's important for me because the CIOs are typically those that are choosing those large orders that we are targeting in the previous scenario as well. So now that I know all the contacts that are recognized as the correct personas, I can go to the Sitefinity website again, to the Sitefinity backend again. And again, I can personalize the experience of all those people. For each different persona, you can serve completely different content that's relevant to that persona. I would again create a user segment. With the name of the persona. I would say set of characteristics, and one of the characteristics that is now available in the system with the Digital Experience Cloud is the persona. I would automatically get the personas that are configured in the system. I'll choose my persona, and that's it. I've created my segment of all the clients that are matching this persona. Again, that segment is dynamic, and all the people that are scoring dynamically will in real time get into that segment or get out of it if they're recognized as a different persona instead. And as I have shown you before, in the pages, you can have a personalized version exactly for this segment so that you can, for example, message something specifically to the CIO so that you can post there all the enterprise-related information and leave it out of all the B2C customers like the developer or the gamer that are not really interested in your enterprise offers. So that was the most part of what is there in the Digital Experience Cloud today. What we have very recently added this month is the lead scoring feature. The lead scoring feature allows you to define different rules like the persona scoring for getting to know your audience and the levels of their engagement so that the sales department can know exactly which leads to target in which way.